Hey guys, it's me, Jessica. I know it's been forever since I did a update for you guys, so I figured what a better time than today, being January 1st, 2012, to kind of give you an update of where I've been in 2011 and where I plan to go in 2012. So let's see, we're going to backtrack. We're going to talk about 2011 and the things that have happened. January 1st, 2011, I weighed in at 196.6 pounds, and as of December 31st, 2011, I weighed in at 170.8. So that puts my loss for the year of 2011 at 28.8 pounds, which averages out to about 2.4 pounds a month as an average. Of course, I am happy that I lost weight. I mean, I can't complain about that. Of course, my goal was to be at my goal weight by the end of 2011, and that did not happen. My goal weight is 155, and I'm going to go into more detail on that in a little bit on this video. So that puts me at 15.8 pounds to goal. So it's within an arm's reach. Starting BMI for the year, I was at 27.8, which was the overweight category. Ending the year, I'm at 23.8, which now has me in the normal body weight category. So I reduced my BMI by 4 points, which is a good thing. As far as my physical activity this year, most of you guys know that I mostly do running for exercise. Strength training is a weakness that I need to start adding in to my routine, but running has been my kind of go-to exercise. So for the year, I completed 3 5Ks, one of which I placed third place for my age group. I did 1 8K, 3 10Ks, and 1 half marathon. I had a goal to do 12 races for the year, 1 every month, including a full marathon, which I did not get done this year. But overall, with everything that's kind of gone on in my life, I am thrilled with the amount of activity level that I had. Again, I can always do more, but considering where I was before having surgery, I mean, just to say that I did 1 5K would have been an enormous amount. So I'm not ashamed of that. I'm proud of the things that I've done and the accomplishments that I've had in 2011, and we're just going to keep on rolling. Kind of going back to the weight issue now. I posted a video, I don't know, a couple weeks ago about being lost in lap band land, and it was kind of just my frustration of not really understanding why I wasn't trying as hard. I can maintain great, which is not really what I'm looking for, because I'm not in the place where I want to be yet. And it kind of got me thinking about weight as a whole. When I decided to have weight loss surgery, lap band, in case anyone doesn't know, it was for a lot of reasons, and I can tell you that none of them had to do with the number on the scale. That was just an indication of all the other things that were the issues. You know, for instance, I was ashamed of who I was on the outside. I was embarrassed. I was disgusted. I had low self-esteem. I hated how I looked in clothes. I hated how others would perceive me as far as being fat and lazy and things like that. I hated feeling so tired. I hated having low energy. I hated being out of breath walking up a flight of stairs. I mean, there were just so many things that I disliked about my life. And if I had to name the top 3 things of why I wanted to lose weight, it wasn't because of the number on the scale. The number on the scale was just an indication of all the other things. I could care less. My starting weight was 285.8, January 1st, 2010. which is when I started my pre-op liquid diet. If I were 285.8 pounds and I felt good about my body, I felt good in clothes, I wasn't ashamed, I wasn't embarrassed, I wasn't disgusted with myself, I could care less what the number on the scale said, but that's not the issue. The issue is that I wasn't happy with who I was on the outside. And yeah, the weight was a part of that, but I don't want that to consume me now for the wrong reasons. So I do have 15.8 pounds till I get to my goal weight. And I'm not saying that I'm going to stop trying to get to that goal weight, because I'm not. But all I know is that I'm going to keep going until I get to a point in my life where I feel good about how I am physically. I can run. This is a girl that used to huff and puff and thought running for 1 minute was the longest period of time. And I just ran a half marathon in December and ran straight, nonstop for 2 hours and 12 minutes. That's insane. So I have definitely changed my life. However, I'm not to the point to where I'm done. If I looked at the scale today or yesterday at 170.8 and I thought my body was in the best healthy condition that it could be, then I would probably stop and say, okay, my goal weight was 155, but I don't need that number. I don't need any number. All I need to do is feel good in the skin that I'm in, feel good in clothes, feel healthy, feel strong, that type of thing. So I'm always going to keep 155 out there as kind of where I wanted to get to. And I do know, looking at my body, that losing another 15.8 pounds of fat is not an issue. I've even said it before that I don't know, once I get to 155, I may not be at a point to where I say this is where I want to be. So I may continue to lose weight because I got on this journey to become healthy, to live my life to the fullest, and I'm going to keep changing and doing things until I get to that point. So those are kind of my whys and my perspective on weight, and about when I get to my 2012 goals, you'll see that I am not going to have a weight goal, because it was never about that. It was never about what the scale said. The scale is just a reflection of all the other things that I talked about. So just my take. Okay, so now that we've kind of talked about 2011, there was one other thing I was going to discuss. Is I did get one fill last year in January. I got a 0.5 cc fill, which put me up to 7.9 cc's in my 10 cc band. I probably go back and forth on whether I want to get another fill or not. I'm probably going to continue to evaluate that, and I might get one. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So back to 2012, which is the current day. I listed out 12 goals that I wanted to do for 2012. So, number one is that I do want to get 12 running races in. Last year I said I wanted to get one done every month. That's not the most feasible thing in certain climates during the summer. They don't have a lot of races when it's 100 plus degrees in Texas. So, I'm going to get 12 running races in. So that may be that a few months I might have more than one race, which I did this year. Actually, November I did 2 races. So, goal number 2 is I want to complete a 5K in under 25 minutes. I think the closest I've come to that, at least in a race, is 27 minutes. So to shave 2 minutes off my time, I think is completely feasible. Number 3, I want to get in a 10K in under an hour. As far as my races that I've completed, I think the closest I've gotten into that is an hour and 2 minutes, or maybe it was an hour and 3 minutes, I forget. But again, shaving a couple minutes off of that to get a sub 1 hour 10K, completely doable. The next thing, number 4, is I want to complete 1 half marathon in under 2 hours. Considering I only have 1 half marathon under my belt, that means I would have to shave 12 minutes off that time. That might be a little harder of a feat, but that's a goal, so I'm shooting for it. Number 5, I'm not even sure I want to say this one. To complete 1 full marathon. I know I said it last year, but not having completed a half marathon, I probably didn't know what I was in for. So, we will get 1 half marathon, or I'm sorry, 1 full marathon in this year. My goal is to have it completed in 4 hours and 30 minutes. I think that's doable. We shall see. Number 6, I want to complete 1 round of PX90. I've had that program probably for a year and I've never used it. So, considering that strength training and things like that are my weakness, I'm hoping that this might kind of push me towards that direction and start getting in that strength training that I need to get in. Number 7, this bad boy is going to be a little bit difficult, but I have to say, as part of this journey, health has become a huge thing for me. Maybe more so than I thought it would be. And I think I'm becoming more educated on food and the things that your body needs. And my plan for number 7 is to convert myself and my family over to eating 75% raw. And basically what that means is that you will be consuming 75% of your meals that would be not processed, and pretty much not anything that's changed its form, if you will. So for instance, if it's grown in the ground, that's the way that you would consume it. You wouldn't cook it, that type of thing. So that's going to be a huge undertaking, to reevaluate how to eat and also how to make sure that I'm consuming protein in doing so, because Lord knows that convenience has always been a huge thing for me, especially when it comes to food. Still is today, even post-op, always looking for things that are ready to go, grab them, packaged bars, cheese, deli meats. I mean, those are all things that you can just purchase and eat. And you can do it the same way for like vegetables, that type of thing, but you have to take that to a whole nother level to make sure that you get in your protein and all of your vitamins that you need. So the next thing would be number 8, which would be I want to purchase a bike and add that into my cardio program. Again, just running has kind of been the thing for me, and I want to change that up. So number 9 is to join a sports team for a season. That was one thing. As a teenager, I was into sports. I played volleyball. As a younger child, I played softball, that type of thing. It was something that I enjoyed, and it was physical, so I want to get back to that. Number 10 is to continue to give back and pay it forward to this community. I know that being a part of this community has had a huge impact on my success, and I just want to give back to the people in this community. whether it be on YouTube directly, Facebook, Kick Messenger, whatever. I just want to stay connected with this community and make a difference in somebody's journey. Number 11, I would like to reduce my body fat percentage by 5%. And then last but not least, because it's probably the most important one for me, and the hardest one for me, which is to help my daughter. I have a 15-year-old daughter who is overweight, who I would say has a eating issue. She finds comfort in food. I have 3 children. I only have one who has this concern. And my goal is to continue to influence her and change her life so that she doesn't have to be in my shoes as an adult. I mean, she's already grown up a little bit in her adolescence, being heavy, and I don't want that to continue. So it's a hard struggle for me because I'm trying to balance being supportive of her, but yet not kind of send her the other direction by putting so much focus and emphasis on what you eat, losing weight, doing all those types of things, because I don't want to send her the other direction to where she's even more of a, sneaky eater or feeling ashamed or what have you. I don't want that for her. So that's definitely going to be one of my hardest areas, but it's the most important for me because I'm not where I want to be completely myself. I need to help my daughter get to a point to where she believes in herself and knows that she can get out there and do it. I know it's hard at first. I know what that feels like, but I want her to feel the joy of setting a goal and reaching that, because there's nothing greater than that. So that's it. 12 goals for 2012. Here we go. So sorry, I know this is a long-winded video, but hopefully it was worthwhile. So that's it for me. This girl's going out to get her run on. So you all have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.